Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve one problem uh, based upon the slope deflection equation. So this problem is in a continuous beam, in a continuous beam, in a continuous beam, both ends are fixed. Okay, both ends are fixed. Okay, so now what is our formula? Our generalized equation, I'm writing one equation, okay, for one of the end. Okay, so for one moment I'm writing this formula. So MAB equal to MFAB plus 2EA by L into 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta by L. Okay, so now here whenever you are solving the problem, initially you have to calculate the fixed end moments. Fixed end moments means at that span, in the AB span, you have to fix the both ends and you have to calculate the fixed end moments. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just giving the brief procedure for the slope deflection method of solving the problems. Okay, next EI, you have to check whether in the same span or the different span they are giving same. EI means what? EI means flexural rigidity. Okay, so for individual span, we have to apply this final equation. So this is called the final bending moment equation. Okay, final moment equation. Now here length also you have to check for each span. Okay, and theta A and theta B. Okay, so whenever the question is given, you have to check whether theta A is known or theta A is unknown, or whether theta B is known or theta B is unknown. And one more thing is delta here. Okay, in the question, if the settlement of support is given in the question, you have to use settlement of support. Okay, you have to use this, you have to apply this delta in this equation. All right, so now what I will do is I am going to take a problem which is having the both ends fixed. Okay, where both ends are fixed. All right, so one by one we will see. This is the first problem where both ends are fixed. All right, so now I'm going to clear this page. Okay, so question is like this. Please note down the question. Okay, because after calculating fixed end moments, I'm going to clear this page, right? So this is the beam. Okay, this is the continuous beam. So in this continuous beam, as I told you that both ends are fixed. Okay, in between there are the rigid supports. So I'm going to take this rigid supports. So here also I'm having one more rigid support. Okay, so here the loadings are like this. So in the first span, UDL is given. In the last span also UDL is given. Okay, in the center span, in the mid span, there are two concentrated loads that are present over here. Okay, and the load intensity of this loading is 20 kilonewton per meter, and here it is 15 kilonewton per meter, 15 kilonewton per meter, and these two are 80 kilonewtons, and this one is also an 80 kilonewtons. Okay, so this is the span which is having three span continuous beam. Okay, now this is A, B, C, and D. Okay, okay, let me draw the spans. Next, and from here there is one more span, and from here there is one more span. Okay, so here the first span length is 4 meters. Okay, in the mid span we are having two loadings, so total is 6 meters, and each is of 2 meters, 2 meters, and 2 meters, and last one is of 4 meters. And the moment of inertia you have to check here. So as I told you, moment of inertia may vary. Okay. So if you see that moment of inertia for AB span, it is just E times I. Okay. For BC span, it is 2 times of EI. Okay. And for CD span, it is just EI. Okay. Here the mid span, the flexural rigidity is more. Okay. And to be precise, moment of inertia. Okay. So here it is 2I and this is I and this is I. So now what we will do is we will calculate the fixed end moments. So for before going for fixed end moments, what we have to do? We have to arrest all the spans. So how do you arrest? This is AB span. This is BC span. All right. This is BC span and this is CD span. Okay. And again, you have to consider the same loadings over there. Okay. How do you consider the loadings? This is 20 kilonewton per meter and this is 15 kilonewton per meter, and there are two loadings of 80 kilonewtons, and here also one more loading, that is 80 kilonewtons. This is 15 kilonewton per meter and this is 20 kilonewton per meter. So this is the first step which we have to do, okay, to calculate MFBB. So before this, I told you that we have to find out whether slopes are zero or not. Slopes are known or unknown. Now, if you see the slope at fixed end, theta A is what? 0, because always slope at fixed end will become 0. What is slope at this D support? Slope at D support is also 0, because here also we are having fixed support. But in between rigid supports, slopes are not equal to 0. Now, what are our unknowns? Theta B and theta C are unknowns. What are the knowns here? What are the knowns? Knowns are theta A and theta D are knowns. Okay, so this initially, this is the first step. Okay, this is the first this is the first thing which you have to do, right? Next thing is you have to split the spans into number of spans. So AB span, BC span, and CD span. Okay, now I will be writing the formulas. Okay, first one is MFAB. So MFAB, when we are having a UDL throughout the span, the formula is minus WL square by 12. Okay, so just substitute. W is 20, so 20 times L is 4 meters, so 4 square is 6. Okay, 4 square by 12. So this we will be getting as minus. See, now why we are having minus sign over here? Why I am telling minus is, suppose you see if that beam is going to bend, or if that beam is going to deflect. Okay, if this beam is going to deflect, how the support is going to resist that moment? In an anti-clock direction. So this is an anti-clock direction, and this is also an anti-clock direction. Okay. Okay. Now if you see, right. So this is clockwise and this is an anti-clockwise. You can observe this. This is an anti-clockwise and this is a clockwise, right? So for MFAB, this is an anti-clockwise direction. You can see my cursor. This is an anti-clockwise direction and this is an clockwise direction. So that is the reason I am applying minus sign over here. So this you will be getting it as minus 26.67. Similarly, you have to calculate MFBA. How do you calculate MFBA now? So now because this is a clockwise resistance, so put plus, and again the formula will be the same, plus WL square by 12, and this will become plus 26.67. So this is the story about MFAB and MFBA. Similarly, now I will go for I will calculate for CD span. So this is for AB span, and now I will go for CD span. Again, I will come back to BC span. Okay. So for CD span also same story. Here also there will be an anti-clockwise movement. Here also there is an anti-clockwise support movement. Okay. Now if you see this anti-clockwise support movement, again MFCD minus WL square by 12. Okay. Minus WL square by 12. and MFDC, again this will become plus WL squared by 12. You just substitute the values, you will get the answers as minus 20 and plus 20. And what most of us will do is we'll forget to write the units. Okay, so what are the units over here? It is a moment, kilonewton meter. This is also kilonewton meter, and this is also kilonewton meter, and this is also a kilonewton meter. So this is the procedure to calculate the fixed end moments for when the load is having a full UDL throughout its span and when both ends are fixed. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for BC span. Okay, for BC spans formula is different, that's all. Procedure will be same. Okay, so the formulas you have to learn and you have to by heart those things. Okay, there is no other go, either you have to by heart, otherwise you should know the procedure to solve that. Okay, so all those things you will be learning in your strength of materials course. That is the reason again I am not going to repeat it. Okay, now we are going for BC span over here. Okay, in the BC span, what is the formula to calculate in the BC span? MFBC. Okay, MFBC is equals to minus of, because BC again the resistance will be anti-clockwise, so that is the reason I'm applying minus sign over here. Minus of W A1 B1 square plus W A2 B2 square whole divided by L square. Okay, similarly for MFCB, now the sign will change because the resistance will be clockwise. Again the formula will be the same, but there is small variation you have to observe. W A1 square B1 plus W A2 square B2. Whole divided by L square. Okay, so these are the formulas. Now you just substitute the values. So I'm going to erase the upper portion. Okay, just in order to give you the values, what is A1, what is A2. Right, now you see here in the BC span, so you have to move towards BC. So you have to move from left to right. When you're talking about BC, from B to C you have to move. In B to C, A1 will become your 2 meters. Okay, and what is B1? What is B1? Your B1 will become 4 meters from here to here. Okay, right? Similarly, what is your A2? What is your A2? Your A2 will become 4 meters. I am talking about BC span initially. Okay, so similarly, your B2 will, A2 will become 4 meters and B2 will become 2 meters. Okay, so this is 2 meters. A1 is 2 meters and A2 is 4 meters. A2 is 4 meters and B1 is 4 meters and B2 is 2 meters. Okay, so you just substitute the values over here. Your W is nothing but 80. A1 is 2, B1 I have given over there. You just see over there and just put the values. That's all. Okay, so this is how we have to calculate. You will get the values as minus 106.67 kilonewton meter and plus 106.67 kilonewton meter. Okay, now you have to substitute both A1 as 2 meters, B1 as 4 meters, A2 as 2 meters, A2 as 4 meters, and B2 as 2 meters. So this is how we have to substitute. So these all those things you might have learned in your SM. Okay, now so first step is completed. We have got the fixed end moments in our generalized equation, right? So the next step is we have to write the slope deflection equation. Okay, step 1 is what? Step 1 is writing of fixed end moments. Step 2 is writing of. Okay, so step 1 we have just completed. So what is step 1? Step 1 is calculation of fixed end moments. Step 1 is nothing but calculation of fixed end moments. Fixed end moments. Okay, there we have got MFAB, MFBA. So values I have given you, please check it. Okay, MFBC, MFCB, MFCD, and MFDC. So these values we have calculated. Step 2, the step 2, and what else we know? And we know theta A equal to 0 and theta D equal to 0. So these all are knowns for us. Okay. So from these knowns, what I am going to do is I am going to generate some equations, and after generating the equations, what I will be doing is I will be solving those equations to get the unknowns. What are the unknowns for us? Theta B and theta C are unknowns. In order to calculate these two, I'm going to solve some slope deflection equations. After solving slope deflections, you can directly find out this theta B and theta C. And finally, just you substitute those values, again come back to the slope deflection equation and substitute this. Okay. So once we have completed this problem, you will understand what I'm going to do now. Okay. So step 2 is calculation of, otherwise generating of slope deflection equation. Generating the, from here onwards, I will be writing slope deflection equation as SDE. Okay. So please take care of it. So now initially it is MAB. What is MAB? MFAB. Okay. MFAB plus 2EA by L into 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta L. Okay, it is very easy to remember the formula. Now you see MFAB, you just put F here. Okay, how to remember this formula I'm telling you. MFAB, you just put F here. Okay, for the first term. So next one is 2EA by L. You have to remember this 2EA by L into 2 times of initial A. In the subscript, you have to multiply with 2 and then plus theta B 1 time. So this is 2 times, this is 1 time. In the third term, you have to just theta A. A means what here? Theta A. That is 2 theta A. 2 times you multiply plus theta B minus 3 delta by L. Otherwise, you just remember as per your convenience. Okay. Now here, how to substitute the values here? Okay, you have to minimize this equation. How do you minimize this equation? Okay, now you see here. So theta A, it is 0, you know, as per the support condition. And in our problem, there is no sinking of support. So this will also become 0. Now what will happen to our equation? MFAB plus 2EA by L times theta B. What is MFAB we got? So MFAB we got as minus 26.67 plus 2 times of EI. And what is the AB span length? 4 meters times theta B. Okay, you take it as equation number 1. Okay, take it as equation number 1. So in the first span, MAB is completed, not MFAB. MAB is completed. Okay, once you know MAB, next go for the second one, that is MBA. Okay, so MBA, how do you calculate MBA? Now you see MBA, so MFBA plus 2EA by L, I told you to remember 2EA by L, 2 times of first subscript, what is that? Theta B, plus 1 time of second subscript, that is theta A. Okay, theta A minus 3 delta by L. So again, if you see over here, theta A is 0, right? Because of fixed support, and 3 delta by L is 0 because there is no sinking of support. Okay, now you just directly you resolve this, so you will be getting it as MFBA plus 4EI theta B divided by 4. Okay, so this is equation number 2. Next, first span is completed. We'll go for the second span. Okay, we'll go for the second span. So we'll go for the second span. Okay, so what is our second span? Our second span is MBC. Okay, So in the MBC, again, if you take the formula, your MBC will become MFBC plus 2EI by L, 2 times of first subscript, that is 2 theta B, plus 1 time of second subscript minus 3 delta by L. Again, you see here 3 delta by L is 0, but not theta B and theta C are unknowns. They are not zeros, okay? Because they are rigid supports. There will be deformation over there, okay? There will be slopes over there. Now, what is MFBC value? So, MFBC equal to minus 106.67 plus 2EI by L. Okay, what is the length? Total length. But here I, you see, I have given in the BC span as 2 times of I. So that is what you should not forget. Otherwise, you won't get the correct answers. Okay. So 2E times 2I by length is total 6 meters times 2 theta B plus theta C. And if you rewrite this equation, so I will be getting it as minus 106.67 plus 4 by 3 is 2 by 3. Okay, 4 by 6 is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is 0.66 EI, otherwise 0.67 EI into 2 theta B plus 2 theta and 2 theta C. And again, if you solve it, you will be getting like this: minus 106.67 plus if you take EI common, you will be getting 1.333 theta B, 1.333, otherwise 333 theta B plus 0.67 theta C. 0.67 theta C. So you take it as equation number 3. Okay, so you please note it down. You just pause it and note it down. Okay. Now again, the next span will be MCB. So how do you write MCB? So MCB equal to again MFCB plus 2E by L times 2 times of subscript C. So that is first subscript plus theta B minus 3 delta by L. Again here 3 delta by L, take it as 0. Again you rewrite the equation. So this will become plus 106.67 plus 2 times of E times of 2I times by 6 times 2 theta C plus theta B. Okay. Now if you rewrite this equation, your equation will be like this: MCB. So the same thing over here, plus 106.67 plus EI times, so 2 by 3 is 0.67. So this will become 1.333 theta C plus 0.67. Okay, you please check this value is 0.67 theta B. So this will be your equation number 4. Okay, next the last span is MCD. Okay, so again for MCD, the formula will become MFCD plus 2EA by L into 2 times of first subscript, that is theta C, plus 1 times of second subscript, that is theta D, minus 3 times of delta L. So you put it as 0, and again theta D is also a 0, because at theta D our support is fixed support. Okay, so again and again I am repeating so that you won't commit any mistake. Okay, next MFCD is minus 20 plus 2 times E. Again I is I only in the span, third span. Okay, and length is 4 meters and 2 times of theta C. Okay, so this 2 and this 4 will get cancelled. So minus 20 plus EI theta C. Okay, so this is equation number 5. Okay, so next last one is our MDC formula. So MDC is equals to MFDC plus 2EA by L into 2 times of subscript, first subscript, and 1 time of second subscript minus 3 times of delta by L. Okay, sorry, this is M and this is, okay, here this term will become 0 right now, and this is also 0. Okay, so this will become plus 20. Okay, and this will become 0.5 times of EI theta C. Okay, so this is your equation number 6. So why I got 0.5? and this value L is 4, 2 by 4 is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 is 0 0.5, 0 0.5 EI times of theta C. Okay. Now what you got? You got all those 6 equations. Okay. So using these 6 equations, what are all the 6 equations? These 6 equations are nothing but what? All the 6 equations are compatibility equations. Okay, all the 6 equations are compatibility equations. Okay, now what we require? What is our displacement method definition? The number of additional equilibrium required other than the compatibility equation. So what is the step 3? So step 3 is based upon the number of unknowns. So how many unknowns are there for us? Theta B and theta C. How many unknowns we are having? 2 unknowns. For 2 unknowns, how many equations we have to generate? For 2 unknowns, 2 equilibrium equations we have to generate. Okay, so what are those equilibrium equations? Okay, so if you take this span, okay, if you draw a deflection curve like this, so here, so one of the slope is positive slope and another one is negative slope. Okay, so now MBA, so this slope is corresponding to a left hand side portion of the span. So that is nothing but what? MBA. Okay, why I am writing MBA? So slope deflections are solved only with the help of bending moment only. So that is the reason in this region I am writing MBA, and the adjacent region is what? BC span. So that is the reason MBC. So okay, MBA plus MBC must be equal to 0. So why I am writing this 0? This is the equilibrium position. Okay, in order to avoid these restriction, these deformations. Okay, so these MBA plus MBC should become 0. So once these deformations are nullified, our structure is said to be in equilibrium. Similarly, this structure is going to deform. So how it is going to deform? At C. At C means the adjacent left span is MCB and the right span is MCD. And again, this must be equal to 0. So these are the 2 equilibrium equations. So what is this MBA, MBC, MCB and MCD? Okay, so what values we have to substitute here? Whatever the 6 equations we have solved. Okay, MAB, MBA, MBC, MCD, MDC and MCD. Okay, so those values you have to substitute here, and you have to calculate the unknown theta B and theta C. So this is our target. Okay, so step 3, I wrote the equilibrium equations. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute this and I'm going to find out these values. Okay, so clear all my terms. Now first equation is what? First equilibrium equation is MBA plus MBC is equals to 0. What is MBA equation for us? In MBA, MBA means positive. So 26.67 plus EI theta B. So this is MBA. Okay. Plus, what is MBC? Minus 106.67 plus EI times 1.333 theta B plus 0.67 theta C. So this total is equals to 0. Okay. If you solve this equation, 26.67 minus 106.67 is how much? Okay, plus 80. Okay, this is plus 80. And plus 1.33 plus EI theta B. So plus means 1. So this will become plus 2.333 theta B. And the only left of term is what? Theta C. So that is nothing but how much? So this is minus 180 because this is minus 106.67 plus 26.67, and this is plus 0.67 theta C equal to 0. Now if I rewrite this equation, I can rewrite this equation as 2.333 theta B plus 0.67 theta C. This is equals to 80. Okay, and before this EI theta B, before this we are having EI value. Okay, you should not forget EI. Okay, so now this complete term is EI. If you take it to the right hand side, this will become by EI. Okay, you take this as equation number 7 because 6 equations we have solved. So this is about the equilibrium equation 1. So the next equilibrium equation is what? MCB plus MCD. So the second equilibrium equation will be MCB plus MCD, that is equals to 0. What is MCB? Plus 106.67 plus EI times 0.67 theta B, 0.67 theta B plus 1.333 theta C. This is what? This is MCB plus what is MCD value? MCD is nothing but minus 20 plus EI theta C, that is equals to 0. Now 106.67 minus 20 is 86.67, that is going to be positive. So plus 86.67 plus only theta B term is there over here. So plus take EI common. So 0.67 theta B plus 1.33 theta C and EI theta C. So 1.33 plus 1, that is 2.333. Okay, theta C. This is equals to 0. If I rewrite this equation, our equation will be 0.67 times of theta B plus 2.33 times of theta C. This is equals to minus 86.67 by EI. Okay, so if you solve this, if you solve equation 7 and 8, okay, solving equation 7 and 8, you please take your calculator and you can solve it directly. Okay, take equation command in the what we call calculator, and you solve for theta B and theta C by just solving equation 7 and equation 8. Equation 7 and equation 8. Equation 7 and equation 8. So after solving equation and equation 8 in the calculator, you will be getting theta B as 48.88 by EI. Okay, and the theta C value you will be getting as minus 51.11 by EI. Okay, at theta B you are having the slope of 48.88 by EI. At theta C you are having minus 51.11. Okay, after obtaining theta B and theta C, what you have to do? What is our next step? Step 4. Step 4 is nothing but what? Final moments. So this is our important final step, final moments. How do you get the final moments? Very simple. What is MAB? MAB equal to MFAB, again our generalized equation. So how do you get final moments? So I'm writing it over here. So how do you get final moments? Substitute, okay, to get the final moments, substitute to get final moments, substitute theta B and theta C in all the slope deflection equations from 1 to 6. Okay, 7th and 8th equations are our equilibrium equations. 1 to 6 are our slope deflection equations. Okay, now we are going to substitute this theta B and theta C, and here I am not going to write the equation again, because the same equation, MAB equal to MFAB plus 2AA by L times of 2 theta A plus 2 theta B minus 3 delta B, and the same equation I am going to substitute, and here delta equal to 0 because we doesn't have any sinking of supports, so I'm not going to include this term. Okay, now so what I will do, I will be substituting, or directly I am going to write the equation. So MAB equal to MFAB. What is MFAB? Minus 26.67 plus 2 EI by L. So 2 EI by, first the span length is 4 meters, I think. Okay, 4 meters times 2 theta A. Theta A is 0. Okay, 2 theta B. Theta B is how much? So theta B is how much? 48.88 by EI minus 3 delta by L. Delta is 0. Okay. Now, after solving this, this EI and this EI will get cancelled over here. So you will be getting minus 2.23 kilonewton meter. So this is the first final moment. Next MBA. What is MBA? MFBA. MFBA is how much? 26.67 plus 2EI by L. Okay, and 2 theta B. 2 theta B. 2 theta B means 2 times of. Okay, so this is 4 meters. So 2 times of theta B. Theta B is how much? 48.88 by EI. Theta A is 0. Okay, and delta is also 0. So this you will be getting it as 75.55 kilonewton meter. You please check these values. Okay, whatever I am writing, sometimes it may be wrong. You please clarify those answers. Okay, next MBC. MBC is MFBC. So MFBC is how much? MFBC is minus 106.67 plus 2 EI by L is how much? L is 6 meters, and 2 theta B. 2 theta B is how much? 2 times of 48.88 by EI plus, okay, plus theta C. Theta C is how much? Minus, theta C is minus 51.11 by EI. Okay, delta is 0. After solving, you will be getting here minus 75.55 kilonewton meter. Okay, this EI will get cancelled over here. Okay, so 2 times of 48 is 96. 4 by 6. Okay, so you solve it, you will get the answers. Okay, next MCD. How do you get MCD? So MCB, not MCD. MCB is MFCB. MFCB is plus 106.67 plus 2EA by 6. Okay, 2 theta C. 2 times of minus 51.11 by EI plus theta B. Theta B is how much? 48.88 by EI. So you will be getting answer as plus 71.1, somewhere 1 kilonewton meter, otherwise plus 71. Okay, next is MFBC. So I am clearing this this thing. Okay, next MCD. So MCD equal to MFCD. MFCD is minus 20 plus 2EA by L. In the CD span, here I is 2I here. Okay, so I is 2I. So 2 times of 2I by length is 4 meters, 2 theta C, 2 times of minus 51.111 by EI, and theta D is plus 0, right? Because D is this thing. Okay, so if you substitute and if you solve this, you will be getting minus 71.1 kilonewton meter. Next final is MDC. So plus 20 plus, okay, I'm sorry, in this BC and CB span you substitute I as 2I. Okay, not here, I'm sorry, not here. In the BC span, you please go back and you just modify that I as 2I. Okay, I'm sorry. So here 2EI by 4 times 2 times of D is 0 plus 1 time of C is minus 51.11 by EA. Okay, right? So if you solve this, you will be getting minus plus 5.56 kilonewton meter. All right. So this is how you have to go for final moments. So once you obtain these final moments, the final step is to plot the bending moment diagram, final bending moment diagram. So how do you draw final bending moment diagram? So final bending moment diagram is the sum of support moments plus span moments. Sum of support moments plus span moments. What is support moments? Support moment is nothing but our fixed end moment. Okay, span moments we have to calculate. We will calculate right now. Okay, so span moments are very simple. So span moments are very much simple. So now if you see the span moments, for the first span, what is our formula? First span, AB span and CD span, UDL, WL square by 8. Okay. And the next one is WAB by L. Okay, next one is WAB by L. Right? So if you solve this, you will be getting the values over here. So you please check those values. So WAB by L and WL square by 8. Let me give you the values over here. 1 second. So W is how much here? W is 20. So 20 into 4 square by 8. So 16 by 8 is 2 is 40. Okay. So this is 40 kilonewton meter. Okay. So this is only for AB span, not for CD span. Similarly, you do it for CD span. These are nothing but what? Span moments. Span moments. And for CD span also same formula, WL square by 8, but here it is now 15 times of 4 square by 8. Okay, so 15 twos are 30 kilonewton meter. Next WAB by L, 80 into 2 into 4, WAB by L, 80 times 80 TW A 2 into 4 into 2 is 8 divided by 6. Okay, so if you solve for BC span, you will be getting WAB by L value is 160 kilonewton meter. Okay, so W is how much? 80, right? Okay. Now after solving this, we got span moments and we know the support moments. Next what we'll do is we'll go for bending moment diagram. Okay, so let me draw the bending moment diagram. So first I have to draw the baseline. So this is the baseline. So after drawing the baseline, immediately what you have to do is you have to draw the so before drawing this, let me draw the final bending moment, fixed end moment values. Okay, this is AB span. Okay, let me format it. This is AB span, this is BC span, and this is CD span. What is MFAB? You got MFAB. MFAB is minus 26.67. Okay, what is MFBA? Plus 26.67. Right. What is MFBC? MFBC 75.55. Okay, so these are the final moments which we have to plot. Okay, MAB. So MAB. So this is MBA. This is MBC. This is MCB. This is MCD. And this is MBC. What is MAB we got? MAB we got as minus 23.33. For minus, what I am doing right now is I am using anti-clockwise direction. Okay, how much is this? This is 2.23. Now you see I am not putting minus over here because instead of this minus I am showing it in the what we call this moment direction. Okay, next MBA how much we got? Positive 75.55. So now you see for positive I am using clockwise notation. Okay, clockwise is for positive. How much we got? 75.55. Okay, so before drawing the bending moment diagram, you have to draw the free body diagrams like this. Next MBC I got minus 75.55. Minus is nothing but what? Anti-clockwise again. So this is 75.55. Next MBC is how much we got? MCB, not MBC. MCB how much we got? Plus 71, that is clockwise, plus 71.1. So this also anti-clockwise, minus 71.1. Next MDC is how much you got? MDC minus. So minus means again this should be in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, you don't forget to look after this anti-clockwise, because minus means anti-clockwise. You see at MBA, at MCB values are positive, but at MDC you see it is anti-clockwise. So this value is 5.56 kilonewton meter. Okay, now based upon these values I'm going to plot the final bending moment diagram. Okay, there is small correction. Before I wrote final moments is equals to support moments plus final moments, sorry, support moments plus span moments. Here support moment means I wrote fixed end moment. It is not fixed end moment, it is final moment which we have obtained. Okay, so this final moments for drawing BMD. Okay, please note down this. Okay, so this is the final moment after substituting in the equations we got. Now we see what is our equilibrium equation. Our equilibrium equation is nothing but what? MBA plus MBC equal to 0. Now you see this is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise. Plus 75 minus 75 is how much? 0. Hence our structure is stable. Now again you see MCB plus MCD. Again you see this is, you should not write the minus over here because I have shown the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so MCB plus, now you see plus 71.7711 and minus 71.1. Again it is 0. Again your structure is stable. Okay, now for the stable structure only we can plot the bending moment diagram. Okay, so let me erase all these things and let me, by the help of that diagram, I am going to plot the bending moment diagram. Okay, now so this is the MAB. So 2.23, this is anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means it is, this direction is towards upwards. So I am going to take plus 2.23. Okay, next, this is at A. This is at A. Next, at B, I am having this direction is towards where? This direction and this direction is showing upwards. But how much is the value? That value is 75.55. Okay, 75.55. Next, at B we have done. So this is plus 75.75 one time I have to draw, and this is 75.75 one more time. So these both are superimposing one over the other. Next, at C support. Okay, this is B. Next, at C again it is showing upwards, but how much it is? It is less than this. So less than this. That is how much? 71.11. So this is at C. At D, how much it is? Now you see, at C we have completed, this is anti-clockwise, sorry, clockwise showing upwards, I have shown upwards. This is anti-clockwise showing upwards, I have shown upwards. Now you see at CD, this is showing downwards. Now here, this is pointing towards downwards, that is 5.3. Okay. Now what you have to do is you have to join all these points. So how do you join? It's very simple. So just to draw like, join like this. Okay, so this is support, these are the support moment values which I have plotted. Okay, so now I'm going to write those values. This is 2.23 and this is 75.55. Okay, and this is 71.1 and this is 5.56. Now the next one is span moments. So you know the span moment diagrams. Okay, let me use green color. Okay, this height is just 40 kilonewton meter. It should be less than this. Okay, that is the reason again and again I'm drawing. Next, this is 160. So here, okay, so this is 160. Next, coming back to here, this value is how much? 30. So it should be somewhere here. Okay. Okay. So this is also somewhere about 30 kilonewton meter. Now, if you see, so this is where you have to be very careful. So now you see, this is these movements are anti-clockwise movements, support movements over here. They are upwards. Okay. So this portion is nullified portion. The portion above this is positive. Okay. The portion above the final movements is positive. This is also positive. So this is negative. Okay. This complete thing is positive. This is negative. Okay. Now I will use some other color for negative. So this is negative. Okay. I will be drawing, I will be putting stripes over here. Okay. For negative things. So this is negative. I am using brown color. So this is also negative. I'm using brown color. This small portion is also negative. I'm using brown color. And for this thing, I'll be using a green color. Okay, or this color. So this is positive. So this is also positive. This complete thing is positive. Okay, till here. But what about this white color? Positive and negative, they both will be nullified. So this is called the final bending moment diagram. Okay. So please pause and draw this bending moment diagram. Okay, once you're done with this diagram, again I'm going to repeat what we have done briefly. Okay, right. I'm clearing this page. Please pause it and draw the diagram. Now, what I'm going to do is, what we done. First, we have seen the question. Immediately after seeing the question, we have seen what the number of slopes present: theta A, theta B, theta C, theta D. Based upon the supports, this theta A and theta D are eliminated because these two ends are fixed. So the two unknowns will become theta B and theta C. Okay. Next thing what we did, we have calculated the fixed end moments. So how do we calculate fixed end moments? You please refer any textbook and you see for point load, UDL, UVL, there will be different fixed end moment formulas. So based upon the loadings, you will be having these formulas. Based upon loading, formulas will vary. Formulas will vary. Okay, once after finding these fixed end moments, what we did, we wrote slope deflection equations. Okay, after writing slope deflection equations in our current problem, we have got MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB, MCD, MDC. We have got 6 equations over here for slope deflection equations. Okay, now theta B and theta C are two unknowns. For two unknowns, we have to generate two equilibrium equations. Our next step, what I did is equilibrium equations. I have written equilibrium equations at support B and support C. Support B left hand side plus right hand side, MBA plus MBC, and at support C, MCB plus MCD. So equilibrium equation, equation 7 and equation 8. Okay, so equation 7 plus equation 8. So after solving equation 7 and equation 8, directly we will be getting what? Theta B and theta C values. Okay, so once after getting theta B and theta C values, substitute theta B and theta C values in step 3 in above third step. Okay, so this is the third step, right? Now, after getting this, what we got? We got final moments So once after getting final moments, what we do? The last step is we have to draw the bending moment diagram. So how do you draw this final BMD? Again, you have to write 6 equation values, that is 6th step values. So this will give your support moments, always linear, okay? Always linear plus span moments. So you will get this final bending moment diagram. So this is how we are going to solve for most of the problems except 1 or 2. For except 1 or 2, there is one more modification we have to do for this, the generalized equation. So that also we will be learning. We will be learning soon. Okay. Thank you. So still, if you are having any doubts, you please put it in the comment box. I will reply you. Okay. Thank you.